Hello everyone. Sorry it's been so long since you heard from me. A lot of things happening in my life lately. Starting a new job and moving into new accommodation. Like my new home? Not bad for a council place, eh? The movie I want to talk about today, now that I'm back here in front of you, is The Nightingale. Made in 2018, written and directed by Jennifer Kent, who also wrote the Badder book, which I have never seen. But I've heard it's real good. This movie certainly is, I'll tell you. Brutal. It's like Game of Thrones, only with rifles. The story is pretty simple. A woman has her whole family taken from her and sets out on a path of revenge. Ultimately, winning. Don't know. She's still alone and they're still dead. Anyway, the cast includes the wonderful Aisling Franciosi, whom I have never heard of before. I saw the scene in Game of Thrones where she played Lyanna, but that was one scene and I didn't even notice her that much. Here, though, she shines. You can see the rage in her face. The film's set in 1825, when the Aborigines are being treated like shit as well as the Irish convicts in the Tasmanian outback. A prime example of this is Claire, a wife and mother from Ireland, yeah. She's a convict, probably convicted and extradited for the bullshit that most were those days. She has a husband and a kid, but she is in every sense a slave. They both are. Their master is this this all-round piece of shit, basically. Lieutenant Hawkins, British Army. He's played by Sam Claflin, another brilliant performance because you hate this prick so much. Seriously. Besides a lieutenant, he can add to his resume rapist, murderer, racist, bigot, all that. Being denied promotion because he is also a shitty officer, letting his men get drunk and fire their guns at the sky. He turns on his slaves, venting his frustration out. And on Claire, mainly. These scenes are like the worst. I had to skip them. He just bends over the table and... yeah. The scenes themselves are bad, but what really pisses me off is the way she just has to put with more shit. The woman, nasty old hag, that she left her baby with goes, "Oh, you're up there enjoying yourself with the top brass while I'm here working for you." She has clearly been molested, you bitch. Anyway, she takes her baby, goes back to her husband, and they both agree they've had enough of this shit. Their timing, though, couldn't be worse. Hawkins has followed them, see? Him and two of his dickhole friends. A sergeant and corporal, private, I don't know. They take turns with Claire and then shoot her husband when he tries to help her. And, as if that shit weren't bad enough, bash her baby's skull in against the wall because it wouldn't stop crying, before knocking her out too. Nice. Huh. They leave her for dead, but she's not, unfortunately for them. She wakes up, goes to the town authority, who of course won't do a thing, and goes to set off by herself then. Grabs her husband's rifle and a horse, and is only just stopped by friends, neighbours. They beg her, as they see there's no stopping her, to grab a local guide. It's Bailik Ganamba. Baykali Ganamba, whom I also never heard of before this. I gather he's mainly a theatre actor. But anyway, he's great as well. Both here and on the stage, I would imagine. If this performance is anything to go by. He's reluctant to get involved as he has suffered a lot under the white oppressors. Has his own shit to deal with. But with enough money, he's persuaded and they both set off together. He proves to be a pretty good guide, showing her the right ways to go, salvaging what he can. I say salvaging, essentially robbing. Salvaging what he can from nearby houses. Is taking his time to gather what they need, not just run off, as he himself proudly states later on. You white people all flapping around like birds. I'm the only one thinking ahead. Or something along those lines, anyway. She's like, yeah, alright, you're incredibly smart, I get it. Hawkins and his louts are making a journey to get that promotion he so wants. He won't get it in the local town, so he starts up somewhere else. Someplace in neighbouring village. I don't know. Why would they say any different? I don't know that either. But anyway, he lives in hope. So they're off there. Being the turd he is constantly pissing on the other two. Oh, I want to see you all smiling. I don't want to see you moping. As I say, he's such a prick. On the way, him and his louts grab this local woman and have some fun with her as well. The woman's husband, brothers, husband's family, I'm not sure, it's not specified, but definitely Aborigines from her tribe don't take too kindly to this and grab their spears. The one who actually killed her baby takes one of these through the leg and is separated from the others. Of course, Hawkins doesn't care, writes him off for dead instantly. And dead is exactly what he becomes the moment they catch up to him. This scene, man, holy shit. Claire goes mental on this guy. Shoots him through his other leg, lets him bleed for a little while and then bashes his skull in. Knives, a rock, she just fucks this guy right up. There is blood everywhere. Seriously, all over her. Her guide, Billy, did I mention? He's having serious second thoughts at this stage, naturally. She agrees to double his price if he carries on with her. Very reluctantly he agrees, and they carry on. Hawkins and his lot of... I say lot. It's just one man now, innit? Anyway, the gruesome twosome grab themselves a local guide. Getting tired of these two really quickly, the guide just ditches them somewhere. He does not give a shit. One sympathises. This puts Hawkins in quite a pickle, but he does, showing a lot of determination, I am grudgingly forced to admit, arrives at the nearest town and meets his officer. An officer. Asking for the promotion yet again. This is the moment when his timing is pretty shit. Claire and Billy have beaten him to the town. As he's on the way to the bar where they've agreed to meet up, he runs into her and again threatens her with death. This time he doesn't knock her out, he just leaves her there. Instead of shooting him, however, Claire follows him into the bar, deciding public humiliation would suit more. Right there in front of everyone, she tells him straight what he is, what he did, and asks him some pretty relevant questions. When all the men are dead and all the women are raped, what will you do then, Lieutenant? Look at you, got up all nice like a shiny penny. He smacks her across the face, and for some weird reason, she sings him the same lullaby she used to sing her baby. Also the song she used to sing for him and the boys when they were gathered all around. I gather this is supposed to drive the point home. I don't know how come, why she thought it would, but it does. It certainly does. You could see the pain in her face. The true agony in her eyes. Like I said, she's a Aisling. She gives a knockout performance. Don't know how she does it. Then she just turns around and leaves. She's made her point. They all know him for the piece of shit that he is now. There's no way he's getting that promotion. So Claire and Billy ride off. But Billy has a stronger sense of injustice than she does. He has seen people like Hawkins, dealt with them all his life, watched them butcher his people, and he is like, nah, I'm done. I'm grabbing my own spear. And that's exactly what he does. While Claire's asleep by their own little campfire, he rides back into town and skewers Hawkins right then and there while he is in bed screwing some hooker. Bet he never saw that coming. Literally caught with his pants down. Same with the sergeant really, except he's more prepared than Hawkins. He grabs his rifle and gets a shot off before Billy skewers him through the throat. Claire, seeing Billy's not there and puts it all together, rides at breakneck speed back in. She's just in time to catch Billy as he falls, badly injured from his bullet wound. They ride off and stop to watch the sun come up over the shoreline. That's quite literally it, really. They watch the sun come up together. The end. As I say, there are 3 stellar performances in here. And Jennifer Kent, hats off. The scenery, the special effects, the story, all top notch. I'd watch it again and again if it weren't so depressing. You need some light-hearted comedies now and then. We all do. You believe that Sam Claflin is terrible here. He should do the villain more often. He's shit hot at it. Aisling is the true star of the show, no doubt. She's doing horrible things to people, but you're 100% behind her every step of the way. She deserves her revenge. The people who wronged her, they deserve to die. Baikali and Amber, your heart breaks for him. Along the way he sees more examples of the racism and brutality going on. People being shot around him, Aborigines getting their heads sliced off after they're dead. He just breaks down crying. This is my land, my home. Such a short statement, but so powerful. Gets you right here. What more can I say, really? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review, and I look forward to dishing out more and more. Cheers, bye.